We're going to go through 5 of the myths and bust them. So Ren, fact or fiction, 4 myths. Fact or fiction, cryptocurrency is a currency for tax purposes?
Fiction.
Fiction.
It's a myth.
It's a myth.
I mean, you've really given the game away by starting, we're going to go through 4 myths. But yeah, a lot of people are asking, is it an asset? Is it currency? So this is all from Pitcher Partners. So thanks to the guys for getting this done. But according to the Currency Act, 1965, in Australia, an essential characteristic of a currency is state recognition and adoption of a monetary unit under law. Because cryptocurrency doesn't meet that definition, it is a capital gains tax asset for tax purposes.
Key thing to remember. Fact or fiction or myth, Ren, is that when you go to buy, say, for example, some assets for personal hobbies, they can sometimes be classified as personal use assets. And if they're valued at less than 10,000, they don't have capital gains.
Well, this is very confusing because that's not the myth. That is a fact. There are personal use assets that don't attract capital gains.
Yeah, but is the myth...
The myth is...
the myth, does cryptocurrency count as a personal use asset?
No.
And therefore...
No. So it's a little bit nuanced, but on the whole, no. So there's a myth out there that if you spent less than $10,000 on cryptocurrency, it's not taxable. That is a myth. There's this personal use assets exemption, but crypto doesn't fall in that for the majority of people. Now, Pitcher, the reason that I'm just caveating it a little bit is that Pitcher have laid out a number of ATO private rulings in this paper that explains some of the nuances here. There have been a few private rulings that have found that they're personal use assets, but that's only for like technologists or early adopters or people who truly were using it as like a hobby, not as a way to make money or invest or anything like that. So on the whole, the general layperson isn't going to hit that personal use assets exemption. So you won't be able to claim that. If you think you can, speak to a tax accountant and ultimately speak to the ATO. But yeah, myth with some nuance there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, Ren, myth, exchanging one cryptocurrency for another is not subject to tax.
That is a myth, yes. Any gain on the exchange of one cryptocurrency for another will be liable for tax. It's not just when you cash it in back to fiat.
Makes sense.
So, if you're trading between Bitcoin and Ethereum, that's a taxable event, unfortunately.
That's good to know.
It is good to know. It means you're going to have to keep good records.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, well, hopefully your exchange kept good records.
Yeah, well, yeah. Ren, to close it out...
You know what the really tough thing is? If you're changing between Bitcoin and Ethereum, but you're paying tax in Aussie dollars, you're also going to have to convert those back to AUD.
Work it out what it is.
Yeah.
Far out. And to close out, Ren, myth, this is a good one. Cryptocurrency is anonymous, so tax authorities won't know if I buy or sell crypto.
Well,